We often think that one day all our problems, difficulties, and challenges will disappear. We pay less attention to how we react in those circumstances. People who survive tough times do so because they've learned to react positively to their predicaments. What if you can replicate it in your own situation? This is what we're going to discuss today with Robert Schuller's book, Tough Time Never Lasts, but Tough People Do. Welcome back to the channel and to the first episode of Book Club, an ongoing series where we distill, discuss, and review important highlights and life-changing lessons and principles from my favorite book. The author of this book, Tough Time Never Lasts, but Tough People Do, Robert Schuller, is an American televangelist, pastor, motivational speaker, and author. He passed on in 2015. He's popularly known by his television program and his New York Times best-selling book, Tough Time Never Lasts, but Tough People Do. These are the three main points we're going to discuss from this book, Tough Time Never Lasts, but Tough People Do. Number one, put your problem in the right perspective. Number two, count to 10 and win. Number three, have faith that can move your mountain. You can use a timestamp and move to any section you like. If you like videos about personal and interpersonal development, click on the like and subscribe icon so that YouTube will notify you once I upload new content. Number one is to put your problem in the right perspective. To do this, you must understand and practice these 6 principles. 1. Everyone has problems, so you and I is not an exception. Nobody is free from problem. A problem-free life is an illusion, a mirage in the desert. It is a deceptive deception which can mislead and distract us. To pursue a problem-free life is to run after an elusive fantasy. It is a waste of mental and physical energy. Every human being has problems, accept it. And next principle is to know that every problem has a limited lifespan. Every mountain has a peak and every valley has its low point. Life has its ups and downs. No one is up all the time and no one is down all the time. Every problem has its beginning and end. So do not make it permanent in your thinking. Number 3, every problem holds positive possibility depending on how you see your own. Your attitude should be that this problem is temporary and it's going to take you to a greater height. Keep this in mind that your word and self-thought is powerful. You want to improve your word and self-thought? Watch this video. Click the link on the description or click on the card up here. Number 4, every problem will change us. Any problem we solve will never leave us the same to make us stronger and more prepared for the journey ahead. A good example that comes to my mind is the story of the clay and the potter. As the potter was spinning the clay was not comfortable, but the spinning was good for the clay because at the end, the clay turned to a beautiful pot. That is how our problem make us tough, improve our ability to solve complex problems. Number 5, you can choose what your problem will do to you. The choice is up to you. You don't have control over an event, but you can choose how to react to it. You can compose your response. You can turn your pain into pleasure. The bottom line is your reaction to your problem is within your control. Number 6, there is positive and negative reaction to every problem. People survive tough times because they choose to react positively to their predicaments. Robert Schuller shared the story in the book how his father was a farmer. Farming was his only source of his income. It took just 10 minutes to lose all he had worked for the past 26 years. Tornado destroyed his farm, his house, and all he had worked. It was a difficult time in their life. His father picked a pieces of molded plaster with an inscription, "Keep looking to Jesus Christ." He sees it and believes it as a message from God. People thought that his father was finished, but he was not finished because he did not give up. He had faith and hanging powers that turn everything around. He survived not just by having faith, but by putting his faith into action. I know things are tough today. The best way is to stand up and follow the path, which is possible thinking. Believe that God is in control of your situation. He has never failed me and he will not fail you. I also had tough time between 2008 to 2013. After I finished secondary school, I wrote JAMB examination for 5 consecutive years. I was so frustrated that I almost committed suicide. I was always immersed with these thoughts that I will never make it in life, that I'm a failure, that I'm not good enough. This book has totally changed my mindset about tough time and problem. That everyone has problem, and many people have faced bigger problem in the past. They face their problem and provide solution to it. So I continue to apply the principles I learned from this book, and I got admission in 2012/2013 academic section. In those 5 years that I was constantly frustrated has become the turning point in my life. It has become the pivotal to my mental toughness. I was tempted to jump into a moving car, but a silent voice within me kept telling me to keep working on myself and keep improving. I saw this book in my uncle's drawer. Tough time never lasts, but tough people do. The book drew my attention, and I decided to read the book. It was during that period of tough time that I learned how to learn. I was constantly trying to solve different maths, physics, and chemistry problems that made me to become so good at them. It was during that period of tough time that made me to be strong to face any situation. I found the elements that helped me to learn a lot of skills like coding, teaching, analyzing and trading the forex market, shooting and editing of videos. It was during those 5 years of tough time that helped me to find this 3 a.m. routine, that I keep working on my weakness, projects and learning new skills. It was during that 5 years of tough time that made me to find myself, my purpose, which I called my epiphany. The year God revealed the reason why I passed through that tough time and helped me to connect the dots. Today, I seek, long and crave hard to live happy, healthy and fulfilled life. And that's what I'm doing in this channel. I'm sharing the strategies, tools and techniques to live happy, healthy and fulfilled life. So my beloved, in tough time, don't quit, don't sell out, dig in and hold on. Faith is the most important tools you have in tough time. In difficult time, keep believing in what God put in your heart. Keep believing in what God said about you. Even when you don't understand, that is what faith is all about. I recommend you to read this book, Tough Time Never Lasts, by Robert Schuller. My second takeaway is to count up to 10 and win. This is the formula used to solve different problems. Robert Schuller used this to raise funds to build a church. How does this work? For example, you need 2 million naira to start your dream business. Get a sheet of paper, write in the front page 10 possible ways to save 2 million naira from your income. One can be save 2 million naira in 1 month. Next one can be save 2 million naira in 2 months. Save 2 million naira in 3 months. Save 2 million naira in 6 months or thereabouts. Flip the next page and write 10 possible ways to get 2 million naira from others. The point here is to write 10 ways to achieve your goals in an actionable way. I used this formula to buy my first laptop in 2015. I was saving 40% of my wages I got from a manual job I do on the side as a student. My third takeaway from this book, Tough Time Never Lasts but Tough People Do, is to have faith that can move your mountain. This makes us to understand that faith is like seed that has different phases. The first phase where you will plant it. The second phase is where you water it. Third phase you protect it, and climate will help it to bear fruit. When an idea comes into your mind, allow it to stay with you. Don't tell anyone. The best thing you can do is to write it down and believe that God has given you everything to achieve it. Ask questions for clarification and make commitment to put your time, energy and money to execute your plan. Be aware that problems will come. You will wonder if you make a terrible mistake in your decision. It is just a test. You have to keep the right attitude and keep moving forward. Don't quit when things go wrong. Sometimes it will. Don't trust the cloud, trust in sunshine. Believe in your dreams and don't believe in your despairing thoughts, and success will be achieved. You have to believe in your process and keep fighting and keep pushing to get to this phase. I recommend to listen to Joe Hosting podcast. Put your problem in the right perspective. Link is on the description below. Finally, if you put your problems in the proper perspective and focus on the things within your control and tackle impossibility with possible thinking, count to 10 and win. Apply the faith that will move your mountain and put everything together with prayers. Your problem will surely be solved. I will leave you with a quote from this book. When the going gets tough, the tough gets going. When the roads are rough, the rough rise to the occasion. They win, they survive, they come out on the top. If you find this video valuable, please subscribe. I would love to hear from you. Go to the comment section and write the book that have changed your life. If you like this video, you will love this video. How to master the key to success. The video explains the key to success. Click on the card up here or click on the link on the description. Go to my blog, umevalentine.blogspot.com, or click on the link on the description below. Sign up for my newsletter. Thank you for watching. Until next time.